So you have Auburn on your mind and you're thinking about making the move here. We're so excited to have you, number one. But hey, in this video, I've got 5 things you need to know about living in Auburn, Alabama. And stay to the end because I've got a little fun fact for you that may help your decision. Auburn, Alabama area. I want you to make sure to go. Hey, this is Alex Acuff with eXp Realty in the Acuff Weekly group here in Auburn, Alabama. And if this is your first time to our channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, the bell notification, and that way you don't miss another video. And make sure to hit the thumbs up. We love to also have some comments as well. So if you're looking to make the move, just like people do every single day, and they reach out to me and my team, you just give us a call or schedule on our Calendly. We'd love to have a Zoom call, educate you about the area, and be the boots on the ground that helps you make that transition to Auburn. So today's video is all about 5 things that you need to know about moving to the Auburn area. And we're going to cover a myriad of topics such as unemployment, large employers, the cost of living, the education system, some fun facts, and some more. So let's go ahead and get started. First one we're going to cover is a big one. We're going to be talking about large employers, unemployment, job growth, and the overall community. As you may already know, Auburn is tightly woven with Auburn University, which is our largest employer, as I like to call it, our anchor tenant here in town. So when you're here in town, you're going to hear a ton of War Eagles. Everyone pulls for the Tigers, and you will run into people left and right that are all employed at Auburn University. It's actually quite impressive. When I moved here, I did not quite realize how many people actually work for the university. At first, I thought it was just going to be professors and staff, but man, there is so much to do at Auburn University for employment purposes. So whatever you're really looking to get into, if you're looking for a large employer, I do strongly suggest going on Auburn University's job website and seeing what jobs are available that may fit for you. Other large employers such as GE Aviation and Sohan Automotive Group are also large anchor tenant employers here in the Auburn area. And so that covers the automotive industry as well as the aviation industry. And you'll notice that the aviation industry is actually really well tied into Auburn University with their aviation program. So there's a big symbiotic relationship between a lot of the companies and the university. So check out those if you're looking for larger manufacturing style jobs here in town. We also have many other sectors that do have to do with manufacturing as well as healthcare. So as you can tell, we kind of cover the gambit of opportunity here in Auburn, which absolutely leads to a very stable economy. You will see job postings, new jobs every year, pretty much every month. I think every year since I moved here, we've seen a large manufacturer or a company moving here that is hiring anywhere from 30 to a couple hundred new employees. And it's absolutely impressive because the job pay is actually really high here. Next, you may be questioning the unemployment rate, and Auburn really floats pretty much with the broader economy in the US. You'll see that it does vary a little bit, but we do stay pretty stable around that 3% unemployment rate. Job growth for sure in Auburn is very positive. You'll see lots of manufacturing jobs as well as construction jobs. There's actually a lot of local builders that are actually quite large. So there's lots of opportunity in the construction industry as well, whether it's residential or commercial. So you will absolutely see positive growth in almost every facet of the job world. Next, we're going to talk about population, demographics, and age distribution, which is actually pretty interesting to hear more about. One thing you may not realize about moving to Auburn, Alabama is how demographically diverse this area actually is. You'll notice that we have a very large Asian population, which a little fun fact about that is that compared to other demographics here in the area, they actually have the highest percentage of bachelor degrees. That's just a little bit of a fun fact, but you will see a mix of different racial and ethnic groups all around the city of Auburn. And a lot of that has to do with those manufacturing companies that we talked about, especially some of the international automotive, either the large manufacturers or the supportive manufacturers that are supporting the larger companies such as Kia out of West Point or Hyundai out of Montgomery. So a little fun fact about our age distribution is it is extremely low compared to the national average. Get this, the actual average age of a resident in the city of Auburn, Alabama is just 23 and a half years old. Now, I will tell you, that lends itself to the university and the 35,000 students that are all undergrad co-eds. So that really leans towards that younger demographic. Now, if you look at the whole, there is no real data out there that tells you exactly what the median age is for residents that are not students. But as you can imagine, it's definitely higher, but it's not exactly what we would call a really old retirement type age demographic. So you're probably floating somewhere in the upper 30s, low 40s when it comes to average age. And what is actually kind of interesting that also leads to that is that a lot of people in that demographic that are undergrads, they typically, a lot of them will actually stick around Auburn because of the job opportunities. So we've got people graduating at 22, 23, 24, 25, and they're sticking around for all the opportunities. So they are still keeping that average age distribution actually really, really low. You'll notice that the cost of living is a little bit higher than its surrounding areas, but it does float very well and pretty comparable to the national average. You'll see that the average house price as of early 2024 here in Auburn, Alabama is about $380,000. And you will actually see a comparable price next door in our sister city, Opelika, as well. Now, there's a lot that comes with the cost of living, but when it comes to the majority of what people are spending their money on, it is absolutely the housing. And it definitely has a lot to do with not just the job growth and the positivity among the community, but also the education system. A little bit more about the cost of living is that as of, I'm recording this video in May of 2024, is that the average cost of a gallon of gas is about $3.50, and then about $4 for about a gallon of milk and $3 for a loaf of bread. So you can see those probably stick around the national average as far as those prices, but it is a little bit lower on the gas because we are a little bit further away from the beaches. So usually you typically see that oil prices are higher, gas prices are much higher when you go to the beach. Our next topic is all about school ratings and the local education. Now, without a doubt, Auburn University is a prestigious academic school that you can come to here in the Southeast. It's a part of the Southeastern Conference. Last time I checked, they only accept about 5,000 students each year, and they had about 55,000 people apply to be students here. So our average grade point average at the university is over 4.0, which is fantastic. Also, that is supported by a community of great public and private schools. One thing you will find if you go to niche.com or greatschools.org is that you will see that Auburn public school system is a highly touted, they boast high ratings at every single school here. A little fun fact about the schools is that each elementary school has a sister school you have one that is kindergarten through second grade and another one that is third through fifth. Each one has a sister school, and I believe the last time I checked, I think there's 5 sets of those. I could be wrong, but just check me on that. And then there's also a middle school, a junior high, and then the high school as well. Auburn High School has incredible athletics, incredible programs. A little fun fact about the high school is that they actually have a team that builds tiny homes, which is pretty neat, to be honest with you. I went to a small private school just outside of Auburn, but we're talking about Auburn today. So probably their largest private school here is Lee Scott Academy. You can look that up on Google and find more information about them and their academics. I know they really push hard academic excellence, just like the public school system, and they have great athletics and opportunity as well. So if you're looking for a private school, that would really probably be my recommendation, or Trinity over in Opelika. There are some other small schools as well as the homeschool program locally here. If you have any questions about the homeschool program, reach out to me. I actually have a few clients that are in the homeschool program. I'd love to connect you with them. I think that'd be a great opportunity because the homeschool kids get to take advantage of what we call the Tim Tebow rule. So if they want to play in the public school system where they live, they can actually do that. So if you want more information with that, reach out to me. Now let's talk about some interesting facts about Auburn. Not necessarily Auburn University, but really just Auburn. Did you know that Auburn is the first place in the Western Hemisphere to use wireless internet. I did not know that. I just looked it up. I thought that was actually pretty interesting to hear. You probably would have thought somewhere like MIT or Boston, but it just so happens that wireless internet was first here in Auburn. Another fun fact is if you are living in Auburn, you can have chickens on your property. Now you are limited. I believe it is 4 chickens per half acre. You cannot have a rooster, but yes, within city limits, you can have chickens at your house. So if you're a big fan of fresh eggs, you can absolutely build a chicken coop and have a couple chickens. The loveliest village of the plains. Why is it called that? A little bit about the loveliest village on the plains is that it's actually a part of a poem by Oliver Goldsmith called The Deserted Village. So that is where they get the name, the loveliest village on the plains. Another fun fact about Auburn, when you drive around, you will know when Auburn wins, because every time Auburn University, the Tigers win, you will see Toomer's Corner, all the oak trees in downtown will be completely covered in toilet paper. And you're gonna go, why in the world did they do that? Well, back in the day, they used to not use toilet paper. They actually used to use what's called ticker paper, and they did that in a celebration effort, and they would throw those up over the limbs and it would hang, and then it just became a tradition. So as you can see from Auburn's thriving economy and rich cultural history here in town, and everyone saying War Eagle, is that Auburn is a fantastic place to live. I moved here right at 10 years ago, and I am so happy to be here. I'm from a small town about 45 minutes outside of Auburn, and I will tell you, it will be very, very hard for me to leave the city of Auburn. It is just a fantastic place to live. So if you're looking to make the transition to the Auburn, Alabama area, me and my team would love and be honored to be the ones that work with you and help you make that transition. So like I said before, you can give us a call, you can shoot us a message, you can schedule a Calendly and schedule a Zoom call with us, and we can hop on and have a little discovery call and show you exactly what our process is to help people just like you that move here every single day, how that transition works from where you are to where you want to be, which is in Auburn, Alabama. So thank you so much for watching the video, and we'll catch you on the next one.